You're cordially invited is the brand new Prime Video original movie that just hit the streaming service. The film is written and directed by Nicholas Stoller, who is the director behind Forgetting Sarah Marshall and the two Neighbors films. Film stars Will Ferrell as Jim and Reese Witherspoon as Margot, two people planning a wedding for someone who they are related to. Will Ferrell's planning the wedding for his daughter Jenny, played by Geraldine Viswanathan, and Reese Witherspoon's character of Margot is playing the wedding of her little sister of Nev, played by Meredith Hagner. But by accident, they both want to go to the same place on this island place, and they got double booked by accident. They both try to split the venue half and half, but things turn kind of petty as both try to enjoy their weddings separately. The film also has a lot of big supporting cast, which includes Jimmy Tatro as Dixon, Jack McBrayer as Leslie, and Bobby Monahan and Wyatt Russell. The film is an hour and 49 minutes and is rated R. So welcome back, everyone, to a brand new review here at Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinnenberg. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I talk all things movies, TV shows, box office, movie franchise rankings, as well as out-of-theater reactions. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. What are your thoughts on your Cordially Invited? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you checked it out, tell me, did you like it? Did you not like it? What are your favorite Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon movies? If you've not seen it, tell me, why are you not checking this one out? Are you just skipping this? Are you not a fan of these two actors? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, please hit that thumbs up button. So I was definitely intrigued enough to check this one out. Will Ferrell, to be straight up, is my favorite comedic actor of all time. He, for me, is, even though he might have not chosen, especially the last decade, has not chosen really any good projects, he's still my favorite comedic actor of all time. And obviously, Reese Witherspoon is a joy to watch on screen, especially in movies like these. So I was with Nick Stoller behind the camera. His Apple TV Plus show Platonic I really liked, and obviously I'm a big fan of Forgetting Sarah Marshall and the Neighbors films, among other things he has done. So this felt like a good match for a movie like this. But to get into my review, sadly, this is a misfire on a lot of ends. And while I think this won't be in my bottom 10 or 15 of the year, this is a rough watch of an hour and 50 minutes. And what really hurts this movie is honestly the plot itself is a fine enough setup for a movie like this, where people are planning a wedding by accidentally. This one place that can't have more than one wedding at a time double books. That sets up this scenario. You've seen this type of thing before, but it's an easy way to get easy comedy and banter and a lot of actors on screen together in one location. And while that is the case, the problem for this movie is most, if not every character in this film is extremely unlikable, petty, obnoxious. That's like every character in this movie. And it's lazily written by a writer who I'm a big fan of, Nicholas Stoller, where he just assumes because of the actors, especially Ferrell and Witherspoon, their charm and charisma can overcome the fact that these are the two by far most unlikable characters in the entire film. I mean, you get it that they're trying to protect their families and trying to make sure that each of their families have a nice wedding. But because at times they're trying to ruin the other's wedding, it becomes really nasty and, as I said, extremely petty. And it's shockingly obnoxious to watch as characters go from, oh, we're really nice to each other, then they're going to ruin someone's wedding. It is extremely unlikable to watch. And I think the film does have itself some really good bits. I obviously love Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon. There's a lot. If you're not a fan of these two actors, I'm sure you're really not going to like this movie. They make the movie a lot more tolerable than it actually is. Ferrell and Witherspoon genuinely do have good chemistry in the film. My favorite, honestly, performance of the film is Geraldine Viswanathan, who plays Jenny, who's the daughter of Will Ferrell's character. I've seen her in a lot of things over the last 5 to 10 years. She's very funny here. She's the perfect amount of comedy in this. She's one of the people who knows exactly what movie she is in, and she had a really good time here. Overall, there's a couple really good bits. There's one cameo bit about a pastor that I really thought was funny in the film. And there are 4 or 5 good bits. Like I was actually laughing more than I was expecting heading into this film. But while I was laughing, there's definitely 4 or 5 times that I laugh out loud in this film. The actual story, the direction of the story, I just did not enjoy myself whatsoever watching any of these characters. Um, and that's a big misfire, especially when you have Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon, two of the most likable actors in Hollywood, making them the most unlikable characters I've seen in a movie like this in a very long time. And that is hard to do, but this movie does it. Also, the movie is tackling so many different characters and situations. There's kind of like the Southern family, which feels like all stereotypes. Even someone like me who's not Southern, not from the South, it feels like the that whole subplot felt like generic stereotypes that people think like me of the South, instead of actual people who knows people in the South. So that kind of felt a bit weird. And obviously, all the situations are extremely over the top. And then the movie tries to throw in a tons of heart, like out of nowhere in particular moments. So tonally, it is just all over the place. Like one scene, you're having a really good heart to heart between a mother and a daughter in this film. And the next scene, Will Ferrell is battling an alligator in a hotel room. It just goes tonally just all over the place, eccentric. I think the movie actually found a little bit more reality to the situation instead of doing these audacious, over the top situations with this wedding. I think the movie would have worked a lot more. So this overall is a disappointing one. There's tons of cameos in here, which were fun. There's some bits that I definitely enjoyed, and it's hard for me not to enjoy watching Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon. But the movie is honestly more annoying to get through than enjoyable. And it has the most unlikable characters. Really, every single person is mean-spirited or unlikable in this film, which makes it a tough watch, in my opinion. So overall, I'm going to give You're Cordially Invited a 2 out of 5 stars, a 38%. What are your thoughts on this film? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.